We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Tennessee Titans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Panther 11, Panther 68, 19 Lions. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Throwing now, Ward. Got his man, a throw. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 30. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
70 Lions.
Play action. It's Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
70, 19 tight, 19 tight.
To throw is Ward. He's got his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him to 1st. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 42 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Check, hurt. Ready.
They'll run with Pollard. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Titans are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A first carry for Najee Harris. And he's got room. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the play of the drive, going for 14 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Amari Barno getting there to make the stop. You talk about this Titan defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 4th down, Herbert. He'll try to do it himself. Over the middle, complete. That's Hampton. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down. Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Hampton. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Omari and Hampton with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off the hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Tag! Bronco 80! Go street! Trap 60! Trap 60!
Now Ward. He'll try and do this himself. Looking downfield for Pollard. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, the former All-Pro Johnny Hecker on to punt for Tennessee. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they to the right side and intercepted? And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Ready,
Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 65 cats, 65 cats. Go.
From the gun, Ward. That's complete to DK. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Let's go now. Ready?
To throw, here's Ward. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Get it.
A give to Pollard, running left. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
19 tight, 19 tight. That's your man.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. Working the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this one over the back line of the end zone where they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. 7 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Kappa. Go.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. And now the ball's out. Fumbled near midfield.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Home to throw.
Back to throw here, Herbert. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready. 70 Rangers. 70 Warriors. 70.
Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Out of the gun, Ward. And all will be intercepted. Derwin James with the pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Here's Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Through the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, 78 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. That's complete. Lambert Smith. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Second down and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On 3rd down, here's Hampton. Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 61 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Chargers 1st down.
Here's Herbert. They'll dump this off to Hampton complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're headed to chains now.
Here's a 2nd and 5. A draw play, Hampton. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. That is caught. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Herbert now. And it's caught. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
At the 2-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Off the reception. That's complete. So no gain on the play. And that'll make it second and goal. Hampton is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he stopped immediately there. Well, Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively. Second and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Give here to Hampton. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now second and 3. A run once more with Hampton. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 31.
That's another Chargers first down. First and goal.
Now Herbert going to change the look. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a second and 3.
At the 42-yard line.
Let's go now. Smash, smash. Ready?
Pollard going to try the right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. That's into the hands of Ironman. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Trap 60, trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now Ward on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, and go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
To throw is Ward. And he fires one incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Here's Ward. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to take the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown was to go. And like where it started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Herbert. He's got his tight end. It's Abaroku Obegon. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down. It's a gain of 20. And the Chargers, 1st down.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Oh, that
that one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go. Line.
Now it's Herbert. He'll try and do this himself. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found the way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Herbert off of play action. He'll try to pick it up himself. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They will run for it with Hampton. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Again, it's Hampton. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. On 2nd and goal. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. Extra point try now from Dicker. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up
They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will find his man on the end lane. Complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row. First down.
Hey,
39-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
And here's a give to Spears. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Right back to Spears. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Another Titans first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Hand off to Spears. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Spears, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Chargers first down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That is incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
5-9. Set.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. On the out route, he finds Johnston. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now he'll tuck this and run. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Cut 19. 19 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Dragon 60.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd down.
Ready. Cougar 19. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
The Spears with another carry.
And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 47. Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
70 Rangers. 60. Panther 60. Panther 60. Warriors 70. Mustang 19. Go.
Ward now working out of the gun. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw, here's Ward. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets his down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. But at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
That's complete to DK. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the Chargers 25-yard line.
And now a run with Spears. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you look for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now 1st and goal. Spears going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
Well, they would have loved to have scored a touchdown there, but this still sets them up for a game-winning field goal attempt.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's a run by Spears.
Pardon me, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun to give the Steelers.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a hot time across the Cumberland tonight. The Titans have won it.
What a ball game.